freaking bad. Wrestle me.
Welcome, everybody, to Juice Pro Wrestling, episode 92, Hobo Stew. Hobo Stew, for all you true metalheads out there, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. With me today is Bruiser Bodi. What's going on, Bruiser Bodi?
Ooh,
Yeah, the Doctor of Love.
Yeah.
The real pot of thunder right here.
Yep. Pot of thunder.
And whiskey lightning.
It's cold gin time again.
Keeps us together.
Yeah. Now we're cooking.
Yeah, we're cooking. Speaking of cooking, let's just get down to the motherfucking news. The news. Man, we had a lot going on this week, Bodie.
Tons going on this past week.
Tons. Let's start off with Wrestle Kingdom and New Japan Pro Wrestling. Wrestle Kingdom 14.
Man, they delivered.
Oh, hell yeah.
Definitely delivered.
Did you watch any of it?
Yes, I watched probably like most of it, I would say. There's a couple of matches where I just saw some highlights and stuff, and then
right. And for everybody out there listening, what it is, unless you're absolute fucking night owl or you're cracked out on Monster Energy drinks like I was to watch the second night, I totally somehow just skipped the first night. It didn't even dawn on me, man. I was all fucking beat up from the holidays and work and shit.
Yeah.
So I woke up that morning like, God damn it. You know, and like a lot of people probably, I caught the highlights. So night one, I mean, obviously what everybody was saying was the match of the whole card, because what happened is Wrestle Kingdom 14 this year was 2 days. There was so much shit they had to. I don't ever remember WrestleMania being 2 days. You know, like
no, not at all. I remember when they had it in 3 different cities.
Right. But this fucking thing was 2 days in Tokyo, Japan. The first night, I believe, in the States, it aired at like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yep.
So hence, you know, I mean, I was probably already passed out drunk or something. But the second night, it started at midnight. So I fueled up on some Monster Energy juice and a bunch of coffee and all that, and I was ready to rock and roll. And I watched 99% of the whole damn thing.
Nice.
Till 3:45 in the morning came around, and I remember Jericho doing his entrance with Tanahashi, and then like I woke up and Jericho's holding the belt, and he must have won the match, and I'm like, oh. So I didn't even watch the last match live. You know, I won't spend too much time going into this, but it was a killer event. Jushin Thunder Liger's last couple of matches, he did it the old school way. He went out on his back, man.
Yep.
Liger being compared, I mean, comparatively to anybody in the United States as far as like tenure and just a gimmick, I would have to put him up there with like the Undertaker. You know, and not don't get this confused, all you guys out there listening. I'm not saying, well, he's like some dark character. No, I'm like probably what I'm saying is he's probably one of Japan's best all-time characters ever made. I mean, this dude had, you know, TV shows, theme songs, all this crap about him. And
cartoons.
He's just a...
He's like the Hulk Hogan over there almost.
Yeah. He's like, he's royalty.
Rock and roll wrestling.
Right? Royalty in Japan.
Yeah, totally.
So it was great to watch the man wrestle for as long as he did. You know, when we were kids, I was watching him. I'll never forget his matches with Brian Pillman.
Oh God, those were the best.
Yeah, dude. And I mean, he even made one-off appearances in as recently as a few years ago in NXT.
Yeah, he took on Tyler Breeze.
Yep, which was kind of a weird matchup.
It was. I liked the matchup.
It was good. I would have liked to have seen another match, though. I mean, good for Tyler Breeze. I mean, that's you can have that on your fucking resume.
Exactly.
Wrestling Juicin' Thunder Liger.
Juicin'.
I did it. But yeah, so he's done. He went out on his back, and I believe a New Year's Dash. So you had 3 days in a row, really, of New Japan Pro Wrestling events going on, and just a lot to consume, man. So that's why I'm not going to spend too much talking about it. But obviously, the match that everybody is talking about was the Will Ospreay match, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
It was weird, man. Bullet Club couldn't come out with a win, man.
No, none of them.
I think they Jay White lost too, didn't he?
Yeah. Jay White lost to no. Jay White defeated. Well, he on day 2, I know he defeated Kota Ibushi, but
oh yeah, he did on day 2.
yeah,
but he dropped
the first night he dropped it. Yeah, to NATO.
Yeah. Let's see. We had the tag champs. The first night, the heavyweight tag champs, which was the Gorillas of Destiny. They dropped the belts. You also
Avengers.
Yeah. And then you had Show and Yo retain the junior heavyweight tag champs. Is that what that?
Yeah, I believe that's right.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be right.
Right. Yes.
They lost. So that you had El Phantasmo, and who was his tag partner?
Oh, who was it? El Phantasmo, and why am I drawing a blank?
It's not. I keep wanting to say Robbie Eagles, but I know it's not Robbie Eagles.
No. Dude, I am drawing a total blank right now.
Whatever. So you guys out there watching, or if you didn't listening, if you watched, you know who we're talking about. I can't have everything in front of me all the time. I'm trying to draw from memory here. But anyways, Bullet Club dropping all the belts that they had, I believe. So it wasn't a good series of events for them. I don't know what happened at New Year's Dash, so I can't really, go into that much other than John Moxley retaliating from night 2 of Wrestle Kingdom 14 against Minoru Suzuki after Moxley picked up the win on Juice Robinson, retaining the belt that he won the night before, the U.S. title from Lance Archer, whatever you want to call him, Hoyt. The man who says that everybody dies. He retains, and Minoru Suzuki comes out, and it was an awesome moment. I mean, those are two guys I'd love to see go at it, and I'd like to see them go at it at Warrior Wrestling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Make that happen, huh?
Watch it, get it done. So yeah, and then the next day we had Minoru lays him out, and then at New Year's Dash, Moxley kind of returns the flavor, so to speak, and I don't, like I said, I don't know really what else happened on New Year's Dash. So you guys can go back and sign up for New Japan World. I think it's only $8 or $9 a month, and you can watch that. Or if you buy the replay on Fight TV, just a crazy all-around card. Real quick, the stuff that I watched, I really enjoyed the Zack Sabre Jr. and Sonata match. I mean,
it was a great match,
dude. Hold for hold, and those guys were just so fluid.
Catch can.
Oh man, yeah, and
it was great to watch.
Everybody talks about Will Ospreay in that match, and Will actually dropped the belt in that match. And to take nothing away from that, because he is fucking great, and that was an awesome match. But dude, I just really, really enjoyed that Zack Sabre Jr. bout, man. I think this whole card and this whole event, what it really does, and we haven't talked much about New Japan. I'm always keeping tabs on everything, but some of the casualties of being a fan in professional wrestling nowadays is that there is just so damn much,
Yep.
So it's hard to just consume it all, even though you want to. You kind of gotta pick and choose your own battles. Like for instance, I just got back into watching more MLW Fusion. And I've been really enjoying that, and I'm like, man, what the hell, life and shit happens. It's hard to keep up with all this wrestling. So you guys out there know what I'm talking about. But it really resonated with me that the performance of both nights, from what I saw, is that New Japan is still and I love AEW. Everybody out there knows that, but New Japan is still the standard as far as in-ring product in the whole professional wrestling landscape, and I don't care if you disagree,
Right, especially delivered as a sports-centric product.
Yeah, really, really was, man. I mean, just everything, even the little nuances like camera work and everything. Yeah. It's just, it really is. It's sports-centric. It's strong style. And dude, they have great storytelling as well.
Oh yeah, definitely all over the place, man. Almost every match had some story to tell, which is awesome.
Yeah, I see people out there body shaming Chris Jericho too.
It's Jericho.
Like what the fuck? I mean, I know he put on more weight because it was like the old school heels. Like he wanted to be like that, you know. And everybody's out there body shaming him and shit. Which, whatever, you know.
He can still go. Leave him alone. He can still go. He's still the man.
Yeah,
he's great on the stick, dude. You can't touch him.
Yeah, you can't touch him. I mean, he's definitely going to go down as one of the GOATs, man, and especially for the longevity. I mean, you want to talk about Rock and Austin, and those guys did draw huge numbers and sell a lot of merch. But if we're talking on pure longevity, I mean, shit, he might go down as the best.
Yep, I agree. I totally agree with that. Jericho.
Yeah, a little bit of the bubbly.
A little bit of that bubbly.
But I also read he got his jaw got dislocated in that match.
Yeah, I was reading about that.
So I mean,
I didn't really when I was watching that match, I didn't really see that happen.
Yeah, I didn't either. I mean, how could you? I think it was one of the knees he caught from Tanahashi.
I think so.
I mean, that's what happens though when you go strong style.
Right.
You go strong style, you go the fuck home, and he was too far away from home.
Yeah.
But he walked out the AEW champion. That's the other kind of big news to kind of segue out of Wrestle Kingdom. Everybody be sure to go back and check that out, however you can watch it. And the other big news, though, is, you know, there was this talk about this storyline, and Bodi, you know what I'm talking about, with Tanahashi basically said, if I beat you at Wrestle Kingdom, I want a shot at the AEW world title.
Yes.
And, you know, Jericho cut that promo and, you know, I went to Tony Khan and it's been okayed. And it's like, wow, dude.
Yeah. That opened the door.
Open the door. Open the door, Jehovah, you are. Shout out to D-Side.
Right.
It's really awesome because that union, I mean, that's the thing that could, I don't want to use the term like, I mean, but I will use it. Fuck it, rival WWE in a larger capacity. You know, if you take AEW and New Japan and put them together, and who knows what's going to come out of this. You know, there was also news about New Japan not airing on Access anymore, not airing anywhere in the U.S., any TV deals or anything anymore, because from what I understand is Anthem Sports and Entertainment, who own Impact Wrestling, purchased a majority share of Access TV. And so originally they said, yeah, we're going to keep as much wrestling as we can on here, which at the time was Impact, which was newly acquired, New Japan, and Women of Wrestling. Like, cool, man. Why not give it a whole fucking block? But I guess it came down to, you know, just the business, the ugly side of the business, the business. You know, they didn't want to fucking push New Japan. And I guess New Japan didn't want to really work with Impact. And so they're like, all right, well, no more TV for you.
Right. Yeah. And then Jericho, did you see his interview after Wrestle Kingdom?
No, I did not. Like I said, I was probably passed out.
I saw when he was at the press conference after Wrestle Kingdom, he talked about a working relationship. Like everyone, he was like pretty much saying, stop the bullshit. Let's get together. Like whatever egos are there, put them aside. Whatever bad blood's there, put it aside. Forget about it. He's like, because AEW and New Japan can do great things together. He's like, so put all the bullshit aside. He's like, let's make this happen for the fans. Let's just make it happen for professional wrestling.
Yeah, and that would be great. I mean, because we had this promise of Oriental Wrestling Entertainment, and you know, it hasn't really happened. You know, we've had like the Strong Hearts, and that's pretty much it. You know, they've I guess the work visa problem and whatever. Yeah. You know, with trying to get the guys over from China, it's just not happening. And the Strong Hearts are the only one I've seen anywhere. You know, I mean, they're going to be at Warrior Wrestling. You know.
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone else, but yeah, there's some issues there.
Mm-hmm. So why not? I mean, it's a smart move. In New Japan, they still want to do more stuff inside the U.S. And what better way than showcase some of your talent on TNT?
Right, exactly.
You know? To me, it's no different than like it was back in the WCW days. They were doing it then. When you had Liger versus Pillman, we were just talking about that, you know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, and they were working with the AAA guys and the CMLL guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's...
they brought all that lucha stuff in.
Yeah, and AEW also, from what I understand, they do have a partnership or some kind of agreement with AAA.
Yeah.
And I don't know... I mean, I haven't really seen much happen with that yet, other than, you know, the whole Lucha Brothers thing is still kind of up in the air as far as, like, who knows what their contract status is. I mean, they're not taking any more indie dates, so that would lead you to believe that, you know, maybe as long as if it's in the States, they ain't working for anybody but AEW.
Right. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, but they could still do AAA dates. So maybe that's, you know, the partnership aspect we're seeing with their...
yeah, could be, and then Omega's got one of their titles.
Yeah. He still has that. Is he the La Triple their heavyweight champ?
Something like that, yeah.
Real quick, too, isn't it weird just how, like, their belts over there, man? Those belts look like fucking toys. You know what I'm saying?
They do. They do.
Like a rubber fucking strap or something, like a plastic. Like, damn, Hecho in Mexico. Sorry, no disrespect, but I mean, they look like fucking, like, what the fuck is this?
Hey, it's just the look, man. Just the culture and the feel of it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it. I've never touched one personally, but I've seen them and they looked a little weird.
That's just a little weird.
Just a little bit.
That's a little weird.
Also in the news, in some WWE news, we got some returns happening in the past week. We'll start with Liv Morgan on Monday Night Raw in the god-awful Lashley Lana wedding segment. Like, and at this point in wrestling, this is like one of the things I think that puts some of the diehard wrestling fans off. And what I mean by diehards is, like, to me, a diehard wrestling fan that wants more of the sports-centric stuff, you know, as opposed to this hokey-pokey shit that we've seen. How many times have you seen a fucking wedding in wrestling? And you can pretty much...
More times than I want to.
Yeah, and anybody can book the result of what's going to happen during that.
If it ain't Macho Man and Elizabeth, I don't want it.
Ooh, did somebody say Elizabeth? Yeah, match made in heaven. I love that shit back in the day when they were opening like the wedding gifts and the fucking Cobra pops out. Jake's
dude.
Some brutal shit, man.
Yep, Jake. Gotta make sure that thing doesn't have fail. I want to see the fight you first. No pills, no band-aids.
Trust me. So Liv Morgan shows up and essentially, you know, plays on this, I guess it's a lesbian role or... Yeah, saying that, I guess, like, her and Lana have been in bed together. Yeah, like, what the fuck, man? I mean, I'm sure every fucking, you know, super duper wrestling dork was pulling out their pud and going to town at it.
Just beating the piss out of it, yeah.
Beating the holy piss out of it.
Going to fucking town. Yeah, it's weird because when you see, like, Liv Morgan's tweets leading up to her return, makeover, all this other stuff, they're really cryptic, really dark. So a lot of people are like, oh shit, Sister Abigail is just going to be linked up with Wyatt, which wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to see her actually linked with Wyatt, but I would love to see like a darker persona come out per se.
Yeah.
But then she like comes out with like here, and it was just like, so what the hell were all those tweets about then? And what was like all this, you know, mysteriousness and mystique around it, only to become Lana's shady lover.
Yeah, that and like she was, I guess, like, I mean, it kind of looked like she was helping out Rusev too. Like what the or maybe that was a ruse or whatever. You know, I'm not watching. I'm not watching Raw this week.
Yeah, me neither.
I really don't watch it any week.
Yeah, I haven't been watching Raw in a while. It's been just
it's terrible.
Yeah,
you know,
same thing.
Yeah, same shit, different pants. You know.
Yeah.
But then on SmackDown, we had like 3 huge returns.
Yeah.
You had the Usos coming out and helping their cousin Roman Reigns, so he didn't get dog food in his fucking gullet one more time.
Exactly.
Another fucking just, come on. Like, Enough with is every week they're gonna chain him up and pour some fucking kibble or whatever the fuck it is on him.
Bring out the Alpo, bring out the dog mascot.
Yeah.
Bring out the puppy pads.
Yeah, man. Why don't they switch it up and bring out the Hellmans?
There you go. It brings out the best, I heard, so they probably need some of that.
I know. They did it like all over the body. Let me rub it all over your body.
Make sure you get some in my hair.
It was pretty cool, though. The Usos coming back. Obviously, babies now teaming up with Roman. But it was still weird. It's like Corey Graves is like, oh, the Uso Penitentiary. It's like, wait a minute, aren't they faces now? Like, you still talk about Uso Penitentiary? Like, how can you be a baby face and talk about, like, welcome to our fucking jail land? Or what the hell?
Yep. Uso Penitentiary is back. You guys are getting locked up. Hey, we're good guys.
Yeah. Jesus.
It was cool to see the Usos come back because, as a tag team, I enjoyed watching them.
Yeah. And you know
when
what?
They switched to that harder gimmick, it was a lot better, I thought, for them.
Yeah. Yeah, they needed that, man. They really did. I think it's cool if they stick with Roman for a little bit. So be it. Or maybe they have like the Anoa'i fucking dynasty clique or however they're going to play it out. It'll probably play out to shit, unfortunately, but I don't mind it.
No. It was a good return. That was a pretty solid return. Yeah. That was cool.
So
well done.
Sheamus, the fella, the arse kicker.
Arse kicker. A little shot of Jameson with that, huh?
Oh yeah, I'll take a shot of Jameson.
Yeah. Send her over.
So he returns, the Pale Rider himself. Yep. He's taking out Shorty G, man. What's up? Why's everybody got beef with Shorty G?
No, man, because he's got a terrible name. His gimmick sucks. He should just be Chad Gable like he was.
Yeah, I mean...
dude, he fucking killed him with that bro kick, though. Jesus.
He did. That was a pretty nasty bro kick. Yeah.
Gable sold that perfectly, though, and he just stayed folded on his neck. I'm like, man, that was nice.
Yeah, Gable's a good worker, man. That's why great. It sucks this whole, like, Shorty G.
I hate that.
You wanna dress in some basketball warm-ups and be Shorty G? No? Well, too fucking bad.
You look like you just played pickup basketball on the side of the street.
You just come from the YMCA?
We can team you with Ali and call you D-Ali G.
Booyakasha!
Got attitude, pal. We need more of that, damn it.
So, here we go again. So far, out of the 3 returns we've listed, the only one I thought that was worthwhile were the Usos.
Yep.
To me, Liv Morgan one was kind of a dud.
Yeah.
This Sheamus one,
Old look. He's still a heel, which is cool because I think Sheamus is a better heel than a face.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad he brought the old look back. I was so tired of that mohawk for so long. I wish he would have came out to his old music, though. It's a shame, shame.
Oh, man. I thought of that, too, when I heard he came back. I was like, oh, please let it be the old music.
Dude, it was the old music's so bad it's good,
Exactly, dude. It's like one of those bad B movies where it's so bad it's awesome.
Oh, God. And what's he say? It's a shameful shame?
Yeah, it's a shameful... It's either that or thing.
Yeah, it's a shameful
thing.
He
says it sounds like shame.
I used to always think he said, it's a shame to shave. It's a shame to shave.
I like that better. I think that's what it should be.
Yeah, it is what it should be.
Oh, man.
So far, and out of, the last return we're going to list here, which is going to be, in my opinion, I don't know. It'll be another dud, but we're...
A waste.
A waste. John Morrison.
Yes. I thought it was a waste of a return.
So, The Miz is essentially, he's going heel again. Who did he fight? Was it Daniel Bryan? No, it wasn't Daniel Bryan. No.
I don't remember who it was. I know I thought he was talking about going up against... No, that was a while ago. I was going to say Wyatt, but...
No, it was some baby. He was fighting some baby, and
Damn, I don't remember.
He attacked him from behind after the match.
Right.
Whatever. I can't fucking remember.
Whatever.
What up, RVD?
Right. Hit us up.
Yeah. 420. Whatever. So, it appears that Miz goes heel again. At this point, I mean, I guess it's getting like the Big Show. I mean, not as bad, but I think he's looking to go down that path. I don't know. And then they do a backstage segment where, whoever's interviewing backstage is trying to get a word with the Miz, and they open the door and it's John Morrison. And it's like, okay, are they getting Miz and Morrison back together?
Yeah, Miz and Morrison.
Like, I guess that's cool, I mean, I guess.
I mean, it's not the worst thing, but I just don't like that's how they chose to have him return. Like, to me, like, Morrison's huge. He's the main event star. The guy can move. He can work.
Yeah, he left
looks
and
like $1 million
himself.
bucks.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Like, have him return at the Rumble and win the damn Rumble. I think that'd have been awesome.
Something, man.
Or whoever, somebody issues an open challenge for the IC title. It's, Nakamura issues an open challenge or something, and then Morrison comes out and beats him for the title.
Yeah, that'd be a hell of a matchup right there, man.
Yeah. There's plenty of things you could have done with him.
Yeah,
but that wouldn't have been as flat as him in a backstage role.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a backstage gimmick there.
Yeah,
like,
and he
open the door and Morrison.
Yeah, it was quick, too. It was just like, all right.
It was like, oh, yeah, we signed this guy 7 years ago.
Or we released him 7. He's been gone for a while, man.
Yeah, he's been gone for a bit. And I was like, when is he actually going to make his debut anytime soon?
Mm-hmm. It's funny how all these guys that they let go and didn't have shit for back in the day, and now, they leave and they do some really cool shit, and they bring them back, and then they're just duds.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man.
I think it was Kofi that missed her.
It was
Kofi.
It was Kofi. So they're talking about, what is it? Maybe a Miz and Morrison versus New Day angle, or I just want to see the New Day implode. At this point, I'm tired of the New Day.
They're still a great hit. They still can work the crowd. They still got that energetic feel, but almost feels like it's New Day has run their course.
Oh yeah,
they need to do something a little bit different.
Yeah, it's become stale. Maybe throw waffles.
Right? Maybe throw like uncooked pancakes. Just batter. Yeah. Just throw batter into the crowd.
Yeah, batter the fucking crowd.
Yeah.
Lord knows most of them deserve it.
Oh yeah. Boo.
Boo.
Nope. Here comes the Twitterverse haters.
Yep. So most out of these 4 we listed, there was surprisingly the Usos were the really the only effective, I think, return. I mean, not to say that these other, like Morrison, I mean, there's interest there's curiosity because we don't know what's happening. Even though most of you guys can put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Most effective, because the Usos had the most effective return for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it made a lot of sense. Whereas Sheamus, whatever, he's beating up on Shorty G. Liv Morgan helping out Rusev or being Lana's lover at the same time. Whatever. Morrison back with the Miz again. Whatever.
I just think there was so many better ways to bring back in Morrison. I'm just kind of disappointed by that because I like Morrison. I'm a Morrison fan.
Yeah.
But
you can bring him back in the right way by playing Retro Mania Wrestling.
Johnny Retro.
Johnny Retro. That's cool. He'll still be in the game for all you guys out there wondering. Like, yes, they signed a contract before he signed a WWE contract. So,
yes.
A lot of shit going on with that too. I've really been digging the
the tournament, the little indie series,
the indie tournament. So for those of you guys out there listening, Retromania Wrestling, which is a video game coming out probably within the next few months, done by Retrosoft Studios, and Mike Herman, who is the head of that, was a guest on one of our previous episodes, and he'll be back again before launch to talk about that. But they're doing this thing that no video game has ever done before, where they're going to give a spot to an indie wrestler, and they're doing this awesome fucking tournament where you can vote on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whichever media platform you're on. And I think it's like every day, they got little tiers and brackets. where you can vote. I think Warhorse is going to take it all home because he rules ass.
He better. Because he rules ass.
Yeah, he does. And it would be just so dope to see him in that game. But there's a lot of really cool competitors, a lot of people I'd like to see in that game that they have. So, check them out and get your votes in. Like I said, every day it's another bracket, another matchup, if you will. And, vote for who you want to see. Because at the end of the day, the winner is going to be put in this fucking awesome video game.
Yeah, I can't wait for that game to come out. Right now, I think today's match is Andy Dalton and the Man Scout.
Yeah, I voted for Man Scout.
So did I.
Got to manscape the Man Scout.
There you go. My favorite so far is the Shane Mercer over RJ City, quote unquote, upset.
Yeah, no, I like that, dude. Shane Mercer's a beast,
Mercer's
man.
Man, dude,
Yeah.
If anyone hasn't seen him yet, man, you go look up Shane Mercer on the YouTubes. Watch some of his matches. The guy's insane. He does some of the craziest shit that I've ever seen, and he lands it perfectly.
Yeah, he's a big dude, man.
Oh, he's buff, dude.
He's well put together.
He is.
Did you say buff? I knew you did.
Say steak.
I said mistake.
Ooh.
Oh, my bad.
Relax.
So, Bodie, we got a lot of shit coming up as far as shows like in the Chicagoland area.
See.
For instance, let's just break into the up and coming show by our homies in Black Label Pro. They'll be running on the 18th of this month. Nobody backs Black Label Pro into a corner.
Nope, nobody puts BLP in a corner.
Nope,
ever.
Nobody. They never will, never have, never gonna be. They got a killer card lined up. So real quick, I'll run through this. They got 7 matches from what I've seen. You got the BLP heavyweight champion, the freshly crowned heavyweight champion Eric Stevens versus Filthy Tom Lawler.
Filthy.
He's so fucking filthy.
Whoa.
Filthy as fuck. Rocky Romero versus Ophidian.
Dude, that match is going to be... I think that might even steal that show.
Oh, yeah. And the cool thing is this is taking place in Crown Point at the RDS gym. Rocky Romero's doing a seminar. So everybody out there listening, or if you have friends or family or whoever that's an aspiring professional wrestler, learn from one of the best, man, a veteran of New Japan and really the indies all over. There's not a lot of people better to learn from than this guy. So check that out and get your tickets for that and learn from Rocky Romero and the Roppongi Grandmaster. You also have making his BLP debut. There's quite a few debuts for Black Label on this card. You have Alex Shelley.
Yeah.
Versus Isaiah Velasquez. It's going to be another barn burner. Match. Yeah. You have Kylie Ray versus Warhorse.
Oh, man. Guess what Warhorse is going to do?
He's going to rule her ass. Yeah. He's going to rule her ass, and I'm not talking about in the Rory Gulak sort of sense.
Got him!
Oh, snap. This will be for the Independent Wrestling Championship. You have a friend of the show and former guest, Alexander Hammerstone, making his debut. Another championship match where he will be going against AJ Gray for the Midwest Championship.
Yep.
You have Violence is Forever versus Corned Beef.
Corned Beef.
Some tag team action going on there. And then you have Jason Cade versus Jonathan Wolf.
Nice.
Yeah. So everybody be sure to check Black Label Pro out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And check out blpwrestling.com. You can get your tickets there. Check them out on YouTube, too. You get a bunch of badass free matches every now and then. It's a treats.
Some treats.
Some trifling treats. Hey, and that's not all, because they're back in February on the 29th. Mm-hmm. They've announced a couple matches for their event called Quantum Leap.
Yeah.
Because Mikey's all hip on all this pop culture paraphernalia when it comes to naming his shows.
You gotta love it.
I do.
I love it.
Gotta love me. Chris Dickinson versus Jake something.
Yes.
And then they just announced this one. This one's huge. Not that the other one isn't, but this match is going to be fucking insane. You got Alex Zane and Blake Christian versus Trey and Dez of the Rascals.
Yeah. That match is going to tear it up. Oh,
Yeah,
I
dude.
saw that announced, and I'm like, I lost my shit. And I'm like, oh my God.
It's so great, man. I mean, it's all these promotions bringing these guys around so you can see them in multiple places, you know. And
Oh, yeah.
that's the good thing. I mean, all these guys working together and exchanging talent, having them work in different places at different dates. Because let's face it, you know, not everybody can make a certain date. You know, people have lives; they're busy, they want to escape, and you'll have quite a few opportunities to do it with all the various promotions in, you know, Northwest Indiana, Chicagoland area.
Exactly.
And then you know, we go to Warrior Wrestling on February 15th. Warrior 8. So far for that, the latest match they just announced was Daga versus Jonathan Gresham.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
The Kraken.
The Kraken.
Yeah. For those who don't know,
Somebody said
Jonathan Gresham is Jordan Grace's
Bang
boyfriend
boy.
or fiance, actually, I think.
Are they? Really? Oh, and speaking of that, fiancés, a lot of people getting engaged. I think Tessa and Daga just got engaged.
Yeah. Yeah, Tesla and Daga did.
So congrats to them. Who else?
Yeah, somebody else did too.
Warhorse. Shout out to Warhorse.
Oh yeah, Warhorse.
He's gonna rule that ass for life.
For life.
Here's the War of Attrition match. Now,
Oh God.
here's the thing: Warrior is making up for they crowned a women's champion, first ever Warrior women's champion in Tessa Blanchard, and she hasn't been the last two shows, or hasn't?
Yeah, 2 shows.
She hasn't defended the belt at the last 2 shows.
Exactly,
I should say.
Yeah.
So you know what? Eric and Steve concocted this idea, hey, let's do one of our signature matches and the War of Attrition match, and let's put Tessa against 7
Yes.
of the best female performers in the business today. And some of these women, these are all the women that have been announced thus far, with more to come. WarriorWrestling.net. And if you follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you can keep up with all the announcements as they pour out. But anyways, so far what they got is Tessa versus the current reigning defending Impact Knockouts champion, Taya Valkyrie. Recently acquired superstar for AEW, Big Swope.
Big Swope.
Big Swope.
Big Swope.
Big Swope.
Big Swope.
Big Swope. Big Swope. Smiley Kylie Ray.
Yes.
And former teen time Knockouts champion, Madison Rain.
Oh man, that right there, just announcing those 4, I'm
Dude.
just mind blown.
And I you know what? Here's one thing I think too, because I've I know it's February. It's the event is going to be the day after Valentine's Day, and
Yeah.
Warrior's always trying to bring in legends. Whether it's
Right.
for like they've done with Kurt Angle, who else?
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley.
Molly Holly.
Molly Holly, and the list goes on and on.
Right.
But I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, February 15th. What is February? Valentine's Day, right?
Exactly.
Hearts.
Yep.
Their color scheme. And do you ever notice the color scheme for this month is pink and black?
Dude, I was looking at that. Wheels started going for me.
Yeah. So let me not assume anything. I'll leave that up to you guys to assume. Pink and black attack.
Yep.
Who knows? Maybe we'll see something.
You never know.
Yeah, stay
You
tuned
never
to
know.
WarriorWrestling.net to find out more. But you also have the North versus the Space Pirates.
Da North.
And the North are going to be putting the Impact Wrestling Tag Team
Yep.
Championships on the line.
The North there.
That North. You know what? I'm kind of curious, though. We're going to have Steve in the studio here soon.
Good.
We need some Warrior Tag titles, man.
Ooh, yes we do.
We really, really do. So, Steve,
I think so.
get them wheels turning, brother. Alex Shelley, like I said, everybody's sharing talent. If you can't make it to Black Label Pro, February 15th on your calendar is open. Hey, man, bust out them wallets and go check out Alex Shelley versus Amazing Red.
Amazing Red. He is back.
And wetter than ever.
Yes.
Dude, and that was Fuck, that was the second match I think they announced.
Yeah, it was.
And the first one being all three of the Rascals versus the Strong Hearts.
Strong Hearts. All three of the Strong Hearts.
What the
I'm like,
flop?
oh, man. I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, you got to give me some time to cool off here because I just got done wetting my pants to the Chaos Rascals match. That was 5-star match of the year for me personally. Like seeing that live,
that was insane.
My God.
Like, why would you want to go to SmackDown instead of see that?
Exactly.
Sorry, JJ. Oh, man, I had to take that cheap shot.
Yeah, sometimes you got to go for the low blow.
Yeah. Hey, and if you guys ain't doing shit this Friday, if you're out there in the California listing, PCW Ultra has their anniversary show going on. You see, like, Killer Cross is going to be there. Sabu, Kevin Sullivan. You got War Beast. A lot of good shit going on there. Check info and tickets at PCWUltra.com. And if you're in the Chicagoland area, Freelance Wrestling is back.
It is. They got a show coming up Friday.
Logan Square Auditorium at 8 p.m. Doors open at 7. 2020, a Freelance Odyssey. So, yeah, for tickets and information on that, be sure to hit them up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, freelancewrestling.com. And there's one more thing that, I mean, it kind of goes into the news. There's breaking news, I should say.
Yeah.
So, Bodi, I'm going to let you present this situation. And then and then we will go from there because I have a somewhat personal experience with this situation.
Yes, you do.
So, by all means, proceed.
All right. So, as some of people may or may not know, there is a notorious wrestler out there in the indie scene who's brothers with a former 205 Live cruiserweight champion, Drew Gulak, his younger brother, Rory Gulak.
Who?
Rory, he was at the Wrestle Factory and Shikara and countless other indies that he's been around. Yeah. Well, Chikara and Wrestle Factory just severed ties with him following allegations of misconduct. Gulak was also a trainer, too, with them, I want to say, with the Wrestle Factory, at least. But he has been notorious in the circles of coming on to women, not in that sense, but,
well, we don't know. I mean, it's
you
very
never
possible.
know. Aggressively, just making lewd comments, really like just saying some nasty, like shrewd stuff to girls, and not just girls of age, even some underage girls.
Oh, jeez. Why don't you have a seat?
Yeah. So
did you bring knee pads?
Why'd you do
it? Tell me, why'd you do it, Rory?
Why'd you do it, Rory? But like a lot of women and other wrestlers have been coming forward with
women and children first. To him, it's not just the Van Halen album,
Exactly. So, like, a lot of messages are popping up and stuff like that.
Screenshots.
Screenshots of
conversations.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, private messages, DMs, with some.
Oh, he was
weird
slipping
stuff.
and sliding in there. He was slipping and sliding into those DMs.
Oh yeah, exactly. But
did you read some of those?
Yeah, I've seen some of them, man. There's one where he was messaging that chick and is like, "When do you turn 18 again?" And she's like, "June." Like, what?
Yeah.
Like just talking to underage girls, and like, I think I've seen another one where it was like, he knew the chick was underage, and he was just kept on talking, and
he's got like these pregnant fetishes.
Yeah, pregnant fetishes, bestiality fetishes.
And here's the thing, my old lady's pregnant, but whatever. I did that. There's no problem with me fucking lusting over that shit. And not that there is, hey man, I guess if some dudes are into that, whatever. I mean, it is what it is, but it's kind in this sense, it's kind of fucking weird. with this guy, and him asking girls to watch bestiality porn with him.
Yep.
And what was the real big one, the one that really fucking grinds my gears? No, really grind my gears. He was having a conversation. So, and I actually talked to this girl today on Twitter. He was having a conversation, and it was consensual for a while, like a Snapchat, because I wrote a song a while ago. It was a real short song, punk song called Snatch Chat. Because believe it or not, that's pretty much at least what I believe, why Snapchat was invented in the early days of Snapchat. It was just, hey, if you wanted to be a miscreant and send a bunch of dick pics and whatnot, here you go, and then boom, it's gone.
Yeah.
So they had a Snapchat relationship because, hey, it's 2019, 2020, whatever. That's what fucking people do, I guess. Right. I don't know. I've never had a problem getting that. So I don't know. I don't know what this guy's deal is.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
So they had this consensual digital sexual relationship. Fucking weird. I just had a Max Headroom moment.
Yeah, you did.
And they're talking, and he said, God, man, it's just it bothers me to even say this shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's really disturbing. So he says to this girl, is like, well, what if, your kid walks in while we're doing it? And she's like, well, I'll just, say, hey, we're wrestling. And he's like, he straight tells this girl well, why not let him watch?
Exactly.
What the fuck is your problem? As a parent, we're both parents. Whatever, yeah. We're some brutal death metal guys, but you know what?
I draw the line.
Draw the fucking line. I ain't like fucking Gigi Allen or something.
Exactly.
I don't even think Gigi would fucking do that.
We sing about some weird, perverted, sick shit, but
yeah,
we're not out there practicing what we're talking about, and we're not. I might have to write a song about Rory Goulet.
Oh, man. It's coming. It's Jesus. Fucking coming.
Some of the stuff I was seeing, I'm like, oh my God, like what you were just saying, like, oh. Have your kid watch. I'm like, dude, if I could reach through a phone and find you and grab you around your neck now and slap the piss out of you,
I'd chop his cock off and shove it in his mouth.
There you go.
Sorry for all you out there listening. This is not a kid's show.
No, but this is some serious stuff. That's like this. There's no room for this in wrestling.
No, man, there's no room for this anywhere. Absolutely not, dude. And so real quick, I will try to be as quick as I possibly can about this. So, and this really rubs me the wrong way because I'll give you all a little backstory. I've been sitting on this for a long time out of respect to friends who are promoters.
True.
And, and I kind of figured, hey, this guy's a fucking dumb dick. He's going to trip on his own shit one day. And lo and behold, here we are. And there is an investigation being made. So I just want to make that perfectly clear. And for all you dumbass marks out there, you fucking dorks that, well, I can't believe anything these women are saying. I don't think it's a cry wolf situation. And I'm about to tell you why, because I've had personal experience with it. And especially when there's guys online dogging these girls coming out, which it's some of these girls, if he has done shit, it's probably taken him a lot of courage to fucking come out and say some shit. But the guy, you dumbasses out there, like, well, I need to see some screenshots. That they're fucking out there.
There's plenty of them.
You guys can find. It's like, what's that old fucking saying? Like, you only see what you want to see and hear what you want to hear.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck is the matter with people, man? Like, I love most of you out there and everybody that listens, and I'd like to think that everybody listening to this show, like, we're all different and you're all different, but as long as you're not this fucking piece of shit type of person, then come on, have some fucking common sense. We can all joke around and be adult humor, fucking extreme humor, but not be pieces of shit. So let me get into my story. About a year ago, so this was in 2019, me and my girlfriend go out to a Black Label Pro show in South Bend. It was the Godfather's Players Brawl, which was a great time. Great card. Go back and watch it on Independent Wrestling TV. We go out there afterwards. There's like a little, kind of get together after party for like, some of the boys were there. I was there, Mikey, everybody else. We go to this bar. I can't even tell you the name. It's like a little dive bar, but it's cool. I don't mind dive bars. I go in there with my girlfriend. Rory is there, and I think he rode, I think it was Ophidian he was there with. I could be wrong. I'm just going off of memory. So we're standing in the bar, and he's eye fucking my girlfriend the whole time. And he comes up and immediately starts talking to her, and I'm standing right there, and this guy just has no couth about him whatsoever, and basically kind of like starts being flirtatious with her, and it's like, what the fuck, dude? So I look at him, and now mind you, at the time of saying this, I was pissed off, but I did not want to start a scene, in front of anybody there. And hey, I'm the type of guy that I could play it cool unless you physically start to do something, then you're fucked, So he's doing his fucking bullshit, whatever, and I just look at him like, hey man, you want to fuck my girlfriend? And he's like, oh no, dude, no, they're like, she's yours. I would not do that. And I'm like, well, you're kind of coming on strong. And then my girlfriend tries, she's like, what? You don't want to fuck me? Like, fuck it with him, because I know I could already tell that this guy's not cool off the bat. And I'm trying to do him a favor, help promote him, get him on the show, kind of helping each other out, right? Networking. So he's like, yeah, I'll fucking, he says all that shit and then acts like he's not fucking, not interested or not into it. Probably out of fear he was going to get his fucking ass whooped or stabbed. One of the two. Because had he fucking laid a hand or done anything, I would have fucking slit his throat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you all out there don't like that, hey, man, you all got your ladies, you're protective, whatever. It is what it fucking is. I go outside to book our hotel room, and, dude, he's just steadily... So as soon as I walk out, he's on her. And he's fucking... dude, he's buying her beers and, trying to hit on her and shit. And, she's not having any of it. She's being nice to him, but she's not, she ain't fucking into it. So then after that, he finds her on Instagram. And this show's been almost a year now. Dude, he's just blowing her up constantly at all times of the day. Dude, I think even once from Japan, while he's in Japan, he gets on fucking Instagram and he's sending her shit at 3 a.m. And mind you too, my girlfriend is pregnant now, and he knows that. He's even liked some of the pregnancy pictures and shit. And hey, we kind of going back to earlier when he said he was into that shit. So, all right. And he sends her what are you doing? And she's just like, and most of the time he sent her shit, I'm sitting right there. I'm like, what the fuck? And this guy, when we left the night, to back up a little bit, when we left the bar that night, I was like, hey, I was talking to both him and Ophidian. I'm like, hey, man, if you guys want to get on the show sometime, shoot the shit, promote your stuff, let's fucking do it. Let's rock out, Right. And he's like, yeah, follow me on whatever and, hook me up with your contacts. So I do that. And I never get anything back. Whatever. I'm not butthurt about it. You know how many people don't reply or whatever to do the fucking show? It is what it is. But I do have a problem when all of a sudden you're texting the shit out of my girlfriend. Or DMing, I should say. It's the same fucking thing. Just different platform.
Sliding in there.
Slide it. It don't matter. Just don't bite it. What do you want me to do with it? Don't ask Roy. It's the world's biggest. Anyways, we're getting off track here. So, he continues to do all this shit, and he's sending her hey, what are you doing? And she's like, nothing, doing homework. He's like, oh, I'm laying in bed. And she's like, great. And it was to the point where I could have had her play him, because if you guys go back in the archives, I did an episode where she was on here and she was ousting all the creeps that send her things like this on the internet, which I find it funny because, come on, man, get a life, guys. The episode is called Creeping on a Come Up, so check it out, because Rory was trying to do the same damn thing. And I'm like, no, just leave it where it's at. And I mean, be cool with them, be casual, but don't fucking lure them in, because then it's, I mean, it made her uncomfortable as it was, but to even try to play that, it was going to make her more uncomfortable. And then I was like, no, don't fuck around. If he gets out of line, then for sure I'll fucking oust this dude,
Right.
And he never got explicit with her, But there was just, you could tell all the creepiness that I'm hearing now with this story breaking, it all made sense because, like I said, he's like, you know, it's 3, you're texting my pregnant girlfriend at 3 a.m. saying you're laying in bed and you're drunk and with a winky eye and like, what the fuck, dude? Like that's grounds for broken bones. Like, you know,
creeper status,
dude, totally, man. So like, and this shit just continued on and on for a long fucking time, man. So once, you know, news of this story broke, I have like this personal connection, to it. And it was fucking weird, you know? And, man, he's just, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's when I saw that today on Deathmatch Elite on Facebook, I was not surprised by it. But then when I started seeing all the comments and like people posting screenshots from DMs and comments and stuff, I was just like, what a fucking creeper, dude.
Yeah, and this, like I said, I've told this to certain people in our circle that, you know, I was like, hey, don't say anything, but like, this dude's a fucking creep, man.
Yeah.
So, and whatever, I don't mind spending fucking 8, 9, 10 minutes ousting this dude, because if you're going to be like that, dude, there's no room for fucking predators on this planet. Predator, child predator. And like all the fucking weird shit he's saying and doing, like, dude's a freak. And I'm sorry, you know, anybody that booked him that wasn't aware of this, and if you did book him and you were aware of it, what the fuck? Hey, I'm not going to go on some holy tirade. I'm just going to man up and say right here, right now, it's a fucked up story. You know, dude was trying to slip into my old lady's shit.
Right.
Knowing she's pregnant, knowing she's with me. And, hey, man, Rory.
Not cool.
Here's to you. You get everything you deserve if they fucking find you and convict you of whatever kind of fucking skeletons you got in your closet. And if for somehow you evade justice and all that, then you're a clever motherfucker, but you are a piece of shit. So that's that. Fuck them.
Exactly. Yeah, it's messed up, man. But I know that's brought up about the alleged possession and viewing of child pornography, which is, yeah,
that's really fucked up. I mean, I'm sorry. No, you know, I usually don't.
The nerve.
Yeah, because, you know, we got kids. I don't usually go on this fucking tirade or anything like that. But it's like a guy like that, and you're involved in a business that I fucking love, and I want to help guys out and promote them and all this, try to do all this positive shit. So when you get something that seedy and just evil and fucking nasty, he nasty.
He's nasty.
Oh, Roy, you nasty. It just it doesn't have a fucking place. That's all I gotta say.
No.
So, but AEW on the rebound, right? Yeah. Woo! If you're a numbers mark out there, then you fucking enjoyed last week.
Yep. Marked out.
Man, if only the Mark bot were here. I don't know where the fuck that little ass thing came from.
Yeah, the hell with him.
Yeah, fuck him.
I fired him. Not marking out to me.
Yeah. So, Bodi, before we end here, anything else you got you want to add?
Oh man, just that last week's AEW show I thought was a great start to the new year for them.
Oh yeah,
I thought every match delivered. Like everything made sense too. It all had a great flow. You know, I had better cuts to commercials. They did some really good commercial break stuff too, like not commercial breaking in the middle of like something going down backstage. It was like something that was going on in the ring, but with Sammy Guevara with the cue cards had me dying, man. That was the best.
I love that because, man, TNT takes a lot of fucking breaks.
Oh, they do.
It's just even sometimes I'd rather not even see the picture in picture because it really is hard to focus. You can't just sit there. I don't care. You could sit out there and say like, yeah, you can. I can't sit there and just watch what's going on when there's a big ass advertisement going in front of me. Not that I even care about the advertisement. It's just, it's bigger and it has sound to it. So it's like my eyes just naturally, there's something pulling me to it, you know?
Right. And then it's like, oh man, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna go get something to drink.
Yeah,
but I don't want
maybe
to.
some
There's
juice.
wrestling going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, they're kicking ass out the gate. So the future is bright. And there's a lot of good shit going on for everybody out there watching, Impact, New Japan, AEW, MLW. If you guys are watching any indie promotion via Fight or IWTV, like Warrior, Black Label, Freelance, AAW, any of that stuff, GCW, PCW Ultra, you guys got it made in the shade as long as you can keep up.
Yeah, that's the thing. How much time do I have in a week to watch all this wrestling?
I don't know, but you ain't got no motherfucking time right now. Nope. So, hey, everybody, we fucking love you all, our new subscribers on YouTube and every podcasting platform. Thank you very much. We hope you guys stick with us and continue to tell your friends and share the show. We like putting out this shit for you. It's fun. It's real. And there's no other way we'd have it. And I just, oh, shit. Should I tell him? Should I tell him?
I think so. I think you should
tell him.
I think you should tell him.
Oh, fuck it. I'll tell them. Hey, guess what? Next week, we're welcoming Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion PCO to the show. Woo! That's right, motherfuckers. So subscribe on any podcasting platform. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And call the voicemail at 1-872-267-4199. Leave us a voicemail if you got a question for PCO. But I told you a monster was coming, and I wasn't lying. So till next time, motherfuckers, we gotta wad 'em up.
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 Can you just fucking wad 'em up already? Because goddamn, I'm fucking ready for the JP Dub. The JP Dub.
Perfect.
You gonna do sex to me?